Well, this morning we're on Fire Watch 2023, and this year it looks like we could get a little bit of relief.
We'll take any bit we can get. Trisha Hendricks is digging into some new data. She's also learning how we can all both protect our home and community as this fire season's getting underway. Trisha.
Good morning, Emily, Allison. Yeah, we've already seen several wildfires spark across Arizona so far this year. And when we're talking about wet winter weather, that is actually a double-edged sword. The winter moisture causes vegetation to grow more rapidly. And as temps rise, that vegetation will die off, causing more fuel for any potential fires. But experts also say the fire danger in northern Arizona may be postponed due to the amount of snow that's still on the ground. The State Department of Forestry and Fire Management says 9 out of every 10 fires across the country are actually started by people. Yes, in Arizona, those fires average about 65 to 70, some years even as high as 80 lightning strike fires. Those starts don't typically begin to spark until we get into our monsoon season. She explains one place they typically see a lot of wildfire starts due to human activity.
We need to remind people that no matter where you live, especially if you live in the wildland-urban interface, which we call the WUI, so where the wildland meets the urban components, North Scottsdale, Cave Creek, Carefree, Wickenburg, Whitman, those are all what we would describe as the WUI, again, where that basically the housing developments meet the wildland, so we have that wildland-urban interface. We have a lot more human interaction in those areas, so that's why we tend to see more human starts within the WUI.
Take a look at some of these photos from the Verde Valley Fire District. Just a few days ago, they were dispatched to this intense brush fire before crews could even get there. That fire had actually spread to 3 mobile homes. Due to the tremendous fire load, they had to call more resources in. And because there are no fire hydrants in this area, crews had to use multiple water tenders to shuttle that water for the prolonged firefighting operations. Thankfully, the homeowners were able to get out safely. Fire investigators determined the fire was started by someone who lived in the area that was burning weeds with a torch. Sadly, all 3 mobile homes were a complete loss. So this just goes to show how fast a fire can spread once it starts. To mitigate fire risks in your neighborhood, in your community, to protect your property and the others around you, be sure to remove that dead and dying brush from 30 feet from your property, more on the city limits. As you get close to that WUI, what Tiffany was mentioning, she says they recommend 90. So that's clearing rain gutters, making sure there's no ignition source or anything that will fuel it further. Live in Phoenix, Trisha Hendricks, 12 News Today in AZ.